going on? This is AfroDJMac. I have a new synth for you called the Space Forest synth. That's what it sounds like. Sounds to me like an outer space forest, hence the name. These drum sounds come from my friend Richard at Voltage Disciple. He's made these sounds from a Tempest by Dave Smith, the new drum machine that's out. He's got this free rack for you to download. I figured I'd use these to kind of help spread the word. He's got some great stuff over there, so check him out. Alright, so now the Space Forest synth here is an exciting little thing, a little beast. It's got kind of a wild sound, sometimes in tune, sometimes it actually kind of drops away to create some interesting effects. I want to just let you hear the actual sample just so you can see where I got it from. It comes from a sample of my voice being messed around with in real time. So you can hear that little drop off at the end that happens here. If you want to get some new and different sounds, I highly recommend playing around with the sample start. You know, you can pull this thing down here. There's a nice like decay, pitch drop thing going on. And you know, I kind of said it here. I think it's probably the most usable around here if you're trying to stay in tune. Anyway. So what I've done, I've put a filter on it. Well, that's actually the filter in the sampler. Resonance. And I've given you an arpeggiator to play around with. Now, when you turn this knob, it turns on the arpeggiator and changes the rate. So, some nice, interesting effects. And if you put the rate all the way up, you'll start to get those pitch drops right there. And this knob here just plays around with the type of arpeggiation you get. So you can see it moving the style around. Okay, I'm going to turn that down here. I've put on a filter delay, which I'll show you. Just to kind of space it out a little bit. And a reverb for the same purpose. Give it some extra space. The auto filter is a high pass filter, which sends things from side to side in your headphones because I left the phase at 180. And finally, some phaser to really give you some extra spacey sound. Set to the space preset, of course. What else? Alright. So that is the rack. What I want to show you here is I've set up another track set to resample anything that comes out of this particular track. So it's just taking audio from my Space Forest synth here. And this is something I'm having a lot of fun with, just resampling sounds. And right now I have a couple chord progressions. I'll play it for you. And I'm just going to resample it the next time it comes around. I'll do it for the other one too. So I'm just recording those chords. I can play with them as they go. Play with the knobs a bit. To do this is because now I can go and take these audio files and slice these to a new MIDI track. And I'm going to use eighth notes. And I have this MPC sampler emulator kind of preset here that I'm going to use, and I slice that. And now what I can do is I can play those different chords. So a fun thing to do is to start your drums back up and then just start recording something. And there's a pattern. You can just make as many as you like. There's a new one for you. So it's just kind of a fun way to sort of remix your chord progressions. I'll do it one more time. I'll take this particular chord progression, the second one, and I'll resample this one, or I'll slice it to a new MIDI track. And maybe this time I will do quarter notes. Why not? Click OK. Ableton kindly slices that to a new track, and we can kind of keep going with what we're doing there. New pattern. We'll get another one right now. Get the idea. And you can do this with anything you want, really. Resampling is a real joy, in my opinion. So there you have it. This is the AfroDJMac Space Forest Synth, and also, again, a little shout out to Voltage Disciple for putting together this cool Tempest track for us. So thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you again next week.